Empire English.
Hello, it's Nicole from Empire English, and today we are going to talk about reading. My advice to you about reading when you are trying to improve your English.
Wow.
Of course, reading will improve your English, but there are two main rules you have to follow. And I give this advice for everything you do when it comes to learning English. Number one, enjoy it. Try to find things that you enjoy. Number two, make sure you're understanding. For reading, you should understand at least 70%, and you should enjoy it, at least somewhat. When it comes to talking to people, it's okay. Talk to boring people. It'll improve your English. Just make sure they're safe.
Hi, I'm boring. Do you want to speak about boring stuff?
Sure, why not?
But when it comes to reading, in any language, there is so much literature out there. There is so much reading material that you can find something. So, if you are not enjoying it, or you don't understand it, get rid of it, okay? Put it away, find something else to read. Now, fiction or nonfiction, that's your choice, whatever you like. If you enjoy a cooking book, a documentary, or just a good story, that's your choice. I personally recommend fiction because it's very interesting, and I recommend young adult fiction. Books that are for teenagers. If you're a beginner, even books for children, it's okay. Don't worry about other people judging you. Oh, she's reading a children's book, or oh, he's that low level. Who cares? You are the student, you are the learner. Worry about yourself. When you try to read something like this, now I love this book. I love this book. But I do not recommend this for learners of English. If you are learning the language, I don't recommend it. It is too complicated. It is set in a different time period. You won't even, that's a whole different understanding that you need, that is required for the reading. Just try to read something modern or in a time period you understand and follow the story. Understand the characters, understand the conversations to some degree. And with novels, there are so many deeper levels of meaning. So sometimes the young adult fiction is better. Sometimes you might want to try short stories. Okay? Many people recommend newspapers. Many tutors recommend newspapers. I do not. I don't recommend newspapers unless you love reading the newspaper. If you really love reading the newspaper and you understand it, fine. Get the New York Times, get the Wall Street Journal, whatever newspaper you like. If you are a business student, if you're learning business English, the newspaper is useful. It's more useful. Otherwise, the vocabulary is very difficult, and again, there are different levels of humor, criticism, things you might not comprehend. And sometimes they make up their own words. Just like in advertising, when you see ads that have their own words or purposely create the wrong or improper English. Okay, so when you do get whatever you get for learning English, for reading, I highly recommend that you annotate. That means write notes, underline the words, highlight. Yes, you can write in your book. You bought the book. You can do whatever you want with the book. You can use it for toilet paper if you want. Many people hate when I say to write in a book, but especially for you, if you are learning English, you need that. And it will help you. Go back, review your notes, write things in the blank spaces. If there's no space, keep an extra notebook, paper notebook. I am always recommending that students or language learners keep one notebook all the time, wherever you go, because you are always coming into opportunities where you can learn new vocabulary, new expressions. Go back, review, because repetition is very important when you're learning a language. Just like music, musicians have to rely on repetition to improve their skills. Practice makes perfect, they say. Nobody is perfect in any language, but you will get much better with repetition and reading. Read a little every day. You don't have to, if you feel like this, then you're not. Don't do it. You should be enjoying it, maybe on the bus, before you're going to sleep, whenever you're comfortable. Go to the beach, bring a book, sit by the fire. It should be relaxing or exciting, some kind of good feeling. And when you don't understand, if you don't understand things, don't get stuck. Don't stop every time you see a word, every expression, every bit of sentence structure that confuses you, every vocabulary word you don't know. You don't have to stop every time. If you can guess the meaning of the paragraph or the page without stopping, then maybe you don't need that word. If you feel like, hey, this might be important, get the dictionary or your translator and look it up. If you see a word many times used, it might be important or common. So, what do I recommend if I don't recommend this title? I actually don't have any titles that I have found that are useful for everyone, but if you have a suggestion, if you have read something that was very helpful for you while learning English, or you just really enjoyed, please share it below in the comments, and we very much appreciate it. It's a community, we help each other, and let's make it so that reading is not boring. Bye-bye from Empire English.